Yeah! It's your boy Nico. Once again doing my thing. So I had this idea late last night. I was like, wait, I know it's a trend. Whenever I want to go live on Twitch, my internet acts up. But when I stream on YouTube, nothing really goes wrong. Maybe it's a sign I should actually do things like a podcast type format, so that way I can just get all my thoughts out there without making it into one jumbo video, because editing is fun, but not something I want to do every last second. The first thing I want to bring up for today's topic, Japanese Cartoonists Association, they want to expand on the copyright law. It's basically a subcommittee for Japan's Agency for Culture Affairs. They want to expand copyright law so you can't download anime images, illustrations, photographs, and put them on your blogs, Twitter accounts, because that would be illegal. The same way you shouldn't just copy and paste song lyrics. And it's not only going to be limited to downloading images directly themselves. They also want to sell, it's like, if you take a screenshot of anything that's related to Japanese media, yeah, you're going to catch an L. And then they were saying, we're doing this because we want to make sure that, you know, copyright laws don't really impede civil rights, such as research or freedom of expression. And they understand that, yes, this law is mostly to take care of all the illegal sites and whatever, and they have to make certain improvements. But there's some suggestions they have to do. One, how's it going to handle repeat offenders? Two, you know, I got addressed illegal uploading, sharing of manga with no alliterations to context. And finally, they got to take certain cases, case by case, where it can actually affect profits. But I don't like this because it's going to be bad for the industry, because that means no one could be like, yo, guys, I'm a different time zone. Let me just put this fire screenshot on Twitter real quick. On Discord, you can get sued. And that's going to be really bad, because a lot of people learn about new series, franchises, because somebody in their grandmother said, hey, you know what? I'm going to share the screenshot so we all know about this greatness. And that will stop all the agendas out there of people trying to get more people into their favorite franchise. So, hopefully it doesn't go through and they reconsider things. But we're going to have to wait and see. Oh yeah, it ends off with them saying, several manga artists complain that they don't want to expand copyright law, especially on Twitter, because they're worried the law is really vague. So, it will stop the fans from doing what they normally do. And that's going to really affect a lot of things. Because I really can see where they're coming from. Because this law hits the US or anywhere else, it literally means we can't share our favorite series through Twitter anymore. We can't be like, oh, I love this series, and you put a screenshot of the latest chapter. Oh, I like the anime, I like this scene, let me put it on Twitter as a GIF. We can't do that anymore. And why would they want something like that? That seems kind of counterproductive, if you ask me. But I do understand where they're coming from. It's like they're saying they don't want the fans to get in the way of money being made, but isn't that weird? If money's being made, wouldn't that cause more fans to want to invest into this series? Like, for example, let's say you don't know what World Trigger is, and you see it on Twitter, like some screenshots of it, whether it be the anime, the manga, the new volume cover, and you're like, ooh, that was kind of cool. Next thing you know, you buy the manga, or you try to find merch. So they got to really tweak that a bit, so it's going to be a better law if they're really going to go about this. I don't think they're going to do it. I think they're just saying it. Oops. My bad. I don't know why I did that. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Ramen? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. So I was thinking, like I said last night, that if I could find a way to do my thing in just like a freeform way, I'll do it best I can. I was gonna, what was I to say? I was trying to do that last night, but I didn't have that deal till now. See how they have like a podcast where it's just like them talking about whatever they like? I want to do that my own time, so you know, could be chilling. I'm just gonna like talk about all the topics that I have in mind from Twitter and all that other stuff. Keep it fun. Alright, so I talked about that. Also, news that happened, I think, like yesterday, day before that. Let's see what I want to really talk about. Where is it? Oh yeah, Gintama's apparently getting a new anime, which is kind of surprising because Gintama's having a lot of news drop for it. We just had the other day that the mangaka, even though he's supposed to end it, he's gonna publish in his own magazine, something like that. So that's a thing. So yeah. And now they're gonna do another anime project, so it's gonna be interesting, to say the very least. I'm kind of excited for it, but I'm kind of not. I'm like, I want to say iffy about it. It can go really good, it can go really bad. I'm just gonna have to wait and see how this all plays out, the way it plays out. But I'm kind of hopeful for it because I like Gintama as a series. I just hope however he does it just comes out they wanted to, because I thought he was supposed to end it, and he kept saying he couldn't think of the best way to end it. So here we are now. So let's see. Yeah, it ran in Giga Jump for 3 consecutive issues, and now it's going to continue in a free Gintama app. That's pretty cool. So maybe going forward, more mangaka will have their own app. So if they want to like end their series, they can on their own terms. That's kind of cool. But I don't know how it's going to play out. Maybe it's going to work for them. Maybe it doesn't. We're just going to have to wait and see. Also in news, there's a new anime coming out that I think I might watch. It's called Are You Lost? It's coming July. Please don't play an actual video. Don't want a copyright strike. Okay, we're good. The art looks so good. It looks like high school girls lost on a beach. That's what it looks like so far. Because they have like the high school girl outfit. Let's see. So here's the synopsis. Because of a plane crash, starting today, we'll be spending the springtime of our lives on a desert island. There's nothing here. So we have to make everything and eat everything. Check out our high school survival story of courage and knowledge. We're actually doing pretty well. Volume 1 includes how to eat cicadas, how to build traps, simple allergy tests, how to eat hermit crabs, etc. And the manga launched in Young Magazine, January 2017, and it has a new chapter every other issue. So that's pretty cool. And let's see. And there's like also a diary manga which follows the real life story of how the mangaka became a hunter. So that's pretty cool. I'm all for, new series and all that. So hopefully it does well. It looks pretty good, the visuals. And I hope it does well, because I always want like good stuff to watch in the summer. Summer is kind of like a dry anime season. So it should turn out hopefully fairly well. We're going to see. What else? We're talking about anime wise. I found this new manga where it's pretty much ex-Yukuta. He is now stay-at-home husband, and he's living life, and there's a lot of misunderstanding. So everyone still assumes he's about the Yakuza life, but he's not really about it. He's just chilling, bro, doing his own thing. It's actually really wholesome, and it's really funny because it makes fun of the fact that he has a scary face. So a lot of times people assume he's going to do something bad, but he's not trying to do bad. He's trying to just be a good husband. So I like it. There's like 20 chapters out. I read at least 17. So, I can't wait for the next one. And then one of my favorite, let me see. One of my favorite series right now is Kakeri Series. Is an old manga that got adapted recently. And it's kind of going in a weird direction. So, I read a synopsis of the manga for a bit. And it's pretty much, there's two, it's like a generation of a family. And in Generation of Family, they have puppets. And there's two teams, a capture or kidnapping team and a murder team. So what happened was the man in charge, the father, he did something very crazy. He gave all of his money to his stepson, leading everyone to target his stepson so they can get the money. But the thing is, the kid never wanted the money, never wanted the fame, and the mother wasn't close to the father, so it caused a lot of issues, thus leading to a situation where it's like the kid is in this weird dynamic where it's like he doesn't want to be rich and famous, or he just wants to be a regular kid, but because he's a father of this guy who has, I want to say 15 million yen, he's now being targeted by people he doesn't even know that's related to his father and his company. And what's happening currently, it's giving us weird backstory because it's like there's two sides. We have a random guy who has this disease that a lot of people actually have, where it's like if you don't laugh, you might die because you're gonna feel nervous, it's gonna be hard to breathe, and if he doesn't laugh for you, you could probably die. So he's trying to stop all this foolishness and stop this syndrome that is called zoonphobia syndrome, which you laugh until you die. You basically have to laugh or you will die. You feel sick. It happens to children, and it's made by these evil puppets. Turns out the kid, his father invented these puppets, and because the father's ancestor could not make a girl smile, and the brother married that same girl that he wanted, he decided if he can't have his way, he'll do whatever it takes to make her smile, because he basically watched her get killed, took her body, made her into a puppet, but the puppet can't smile, doesn't know what smiling is, and it causes random loophole where it's like time is repeating itself. So instead of it being like, hey, you know, a simple story, it's kind of convoluted where it's like, right now the grandfather's going to believe his grandson is his grandson, thinks it's his son posing as his grandson, and we're having these like random like flashbacks giving us backstory to how it all happened in the past, and then we transition back to the present time. It's weird. It's really weird. So I didn't watch the episode, but according to Anime News Network, they're saying it's not even a good episode, and here's what they're saying. Why? They're saying it's taking them long to tie things up because, like I said, the father is supposed to magically back himself up to his son's body so that way he can come back to life. Yeah. And I'm supposed to connect these two threads, the past and the present. Okay. Then it's like they could have recapped in chronological order, because the way Kakari Circus is, we switch from different perspectives. It's like we can go from the past, then we go to the present, and then we can probably sometimes flip into the future. It's weird. Because sometimes it's like a character's telling us, here's how things happen, why I did that, yada yada, in the present moment, like they're recapping. It's weird. So pretty much, I give it a C+. Because it's just like, whoo, a lot going on. And there's only a couple more episodes to go. Because it's supposed to be, hold on, let me double check, because I could be forgetting. I want to say it's like, maybe we have like 2 episodes to go. Let me check real quick. Circus. It has 36. So episode 20 is out right now, so I don't know what's going to happen next. I love the new opening. I do hope we get to a better place. I can kind of see people are like, they like it, but yeah, it's weird. But that's the problem with like that's kind of like a problem with some these anime adaptations. It's like it can be really good, but sometimes it can just be kind of like dragged out, boring, yada yada. Also, Shield Hero had an episode that is supposed to be hyped up, but let's see what they're saying about it. Hold on. Alright. So they portrayed the Shield Hero. The curse well done. Looks better than most of the last episodes have been. Let's see. Special effects. A few of those movements. It's been on model. Okay. Let's see. Continue with emphasis on long-term consequences of other heroes' actions. Okay. This is a niche the series could claim for itself. Let's see. Yeah, so that is a solid episode. Alright. So, yeah, the World Trigger chapter, it dropped. It was pretty solid. Well, it was more of a build-up chapter and a little bit of reflection. So pretty much everyone's kind of worried that Hughes may be somebody else, because they're saying that, all right, he looks mad familiar. I think he was in the invasion with the neighbors we had recently, so that could be a problem. And of course, our boy Osmu was like, okay, I gotta take care of this. So he approached, the PR team, said, hey, I gotta do something about this, because this could cause problems, because if things play out the way it's supposed to be, there would be guaranteed a shot to go on the away mission. But then that'd be bad if they go on an away mission with the actual neighbor. And because they're the Takama branch, it's going to be like, oh, see, that's what they do. They really love their neighbors, yada, yada. So, yeah, it was talking about that. And then we realized that they're going to spread a rumor to like kind of counteract everything going on right now. And they just got to make sure that they're ready for what's going to happen next. Because they got to fight pretty much top two teams, and it's going to be a doozy. Secondly, they were mentioning how there's another character who, similar to Chica, was afraid of harming people because she did it one time and then she made a habit. Instead of harming the person, they just want to harm their weapon, like disarm them. But we're talking, Chica may not be like that, and she's like growing slowly but surely. But I don't know, maybe it's a hint that Chica and her pacifist ways, it comes from an outside source. Maybe they're trying to say, maybe she feels like if she hurts people, she's a bad person, so she tries to avoid doing that to the best of her ability. Maybe. Also, we have summertime rendering, which I can't really spoil too much of that. But with this latest chapter, I'm like, okay, we are really getting a lot of good progress, and I really do hope we can get more of the chapters, because I really love it. I enjoy them a lot. Ooh, maybe this JoJo episode, I love it. Because, bruh. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bruh. It's been an interesting anime season, to say the very least. Now I'm really watching a lot. I'm kind of like binging everything. But whew, when I do get to watch stuff, it's so great. And you catch up with Dororo and other things. Back to the same with Summertime Rendering. It's one of those series I like how it goes, because it feels like every character there matters. And even if a character has a really good ability, it doesn't mean they're invincible. Every character is aware of that. No matter what, they gotta be on their toes, because even with their ability, they haven't fully mastered it yet. There's still more they can do. That's why I like the series so much. It's the first time in a long time I found a mystery that I'm like, okay, I really want to unravel how this all works. So, a summary. Summertime Rendering is pretty much the ultimate mystery, and I really do enjoy reading it week to week. So our main character is just trying to figure out what happened to his lover that died. Well, they weren't dating, but it's like implied they had mutual feelings for each other. And it's something weird about the island he lives on. And with the recent chapter, we realized exactly how dangerous this island is, and how a lot of things go under the radar and almost no one does anything about it. It's not because they can't, it's because they don't know. And if they did know, what can they possibly do? So it's actually pretty cool. So we got that going on. And then you gotta love these gift sets. You gotta love them, bro. Alright, one more thing and I'll go, probably. I'm trying to remember that one that I really wanted to talk about. Oh, yeah. A series that I really, really enjoyed It's called Soloist in the Cage. It's gonna get season 3 pretty much soon. They apparently do it in seasons. And with the latest chapter, we probably got either one of the most biggest reveal ever or troll I've seen in a long time. So I can't wait for it next week. But it's gonna be a while because the mangaka is going through some health issues, so it might get that in a month or two. Who really knows? I do enjoy the Shonen Jump app a lot. But I just wish that when it updates, it tells you that hey, we updated versus just like you have to physically check every single time. Because sometimes I just be forgetting, bruh. What I like about the Manga Plus app, it lets you know that hey, this series you watch or you follow, it's updated. Check it out, read it, and you know exactly what updated, why. And with a new chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen, yes, bruh, it's exactly what I wanted from it in a long time. It pretty much explains how the power system works in it, which is cursed energy. And with cursed energy, there's levels to it. So pretty much, I like the analogy that one of the characters used. He's just saying that they have cursed energy like... Hold on, let me get the actual quote for y'all. Because it's like really good. Let's see... Alright, so here's what he says. What you were doing before was like taking some ingredient you never tried before and then putting it in a stew for like no reason at all. Now he's saying, okay, now that you have a taste of the ingredient that's curse energy, you can now be in a different dimension than you were 3 seconds ago. You can become stronger. And yo, this makes the fight interesting. Now it's going to be an actual tag team battle. And I'm so excited for it. Alright. It's been a while since I like the dynamic duo in a manga like this before, because it's been like it's basically topping how I feel about it's topping how I feel about Luffy and Zoro as a combo. But yeah, while I watch Jujutsu Kaisen so far, it's like one of those series that every chapter I'm like, yes, bro, I'm ready for the next one, and it just works. And it's been a while since I can find series that can just do that for me on a consistent basis. Because I really want to do is just keep using the Shonen Jump app so I can support series financially. Oh yeah, forgot Fantasies. That was a one shot. I want it to be a full-fledged series. It was that good. And I also really like Gambler Parade. So pretty much a Gambler Parade. I think I said this before. A guy wants to get rid of all the gamblers in the world. And he's going to do that by gambling and beating them. So they don't want to gamble again. Kind of productive, but that's his end game. I think that's all I want to say. I'll see y'all next time.